Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Grasp of Avarice solo floors, but this time we're going to be using a Striker Titan with Curious of the Falling Star, using Knockout, Touch of Thunder, and also the Jolt Grenade thing. Using Mining Grenade and the new Iterative Loop Fusion Rifle with Volt Shot, as well as the Lament again. This is a much more risky strategy. I don't recommend it if you just want to get the solo floors done. If you want to do that, check out the warlock one that I did. Anyway, so it's going to be pretty much the same thing for the opening, except this time I'm going to be using Fusion Rifle instead of a Waveframe Grenade Launcher. Comparatively, it's pretty decent. One other thing is with Titan, the only form of health regeneration is through the knockout melee, which isn't always the best, but it is fairly reliable. Can Thunder Crash here, try to get in the hole, but I miss. Alright, so now we got 50, we're just gonna deposit them all. And let's continue on. So with the Blinding Grenade Launcher, it's very good for taking care of Shriekers, especially because you don't have to kill them, you can just run straight through them. So that's what we're going to do. Gonna blind the Shrieker and then do some sword swiping with Catapult left to get across this bit here. Then I'm gonna run past these thrall and jump through. Go to the second door, jump over the pressure plate, hit that switch, then jump over again into this tunnel. Drop down on this platform to the bit underneath, hit the switch, and go back up. Now I'm going to climb up here. Hit that plate, go up. A bit more climbing. Avoid the plate to the left. I'm going to hit this switch. And then go over here, and then skip this bit. Use the shoulder charge to get back on the platform. Hit that switch, now the Shrieker spawned. Once again, we're just going to blind him. Then use his Lament to almost cock up that jump entirely. Fortunate thing about Titan is the lift regenerates just over time, so you can eventually get back up. So now that we've hit that switch, we're gonna Thunder Crash our way over here just to save time. We're then gonna start hitting these switches. Now this is where it starts to get a bit more risky because the wizards can deal a lot of damage. Probably should just kill them, but I could not be bothered. I accidentally get touched by the poison cloud, which made me lose my sprint. That was good annoying. It was fine because I was amplified, so I had a lot of momentum. Almost die here, because Acolytes don't die in one punch, unfortunately. I'm going to use a grenade to jolt everything and weaken the Scorch Vandal, so we can kill him in a couple of punches. I'm going to go over to the left to avoid the wizards. But now the wizards are moving closer, so I'm going to have to go around to avoid everything else. Very close to death here. But managed to make it through. Avoid the barrel. Jump up here. Go to the right. And just this final gap, then we're on to Prizing. So we're going to do some of the things to the warlock version of this, which is we're just going to go to the back, kill the Scorch Vandal with a grenade, and then yeah, just start killing the hive and the secret bits. Gonna start off with the Thunder Crash, not only just to clear stuff out, but also to give me the overshield thanks to Falling Star. Then gonna use the fusion rifle to get rid of everything else. You see Volt Shots actually causing a lot of extra damage to happen, which is really good on this fusion. I'm just gonna punch the rest of the things. Gonna take care of some of the full that come up. Shoot that, and then move on to the next bit. Then gonna wait a bit, and then Thunder Crash. Try to get as many enemies as possible with it. Managed to miss both the knights apparently though. But iterative loop really does clean them up very well. Got 24, so we're gonna have to take an Acolyte out in the other bit. Then gonna put a barricade up, and then just punch the Thrall. They die in one shot, and with heavy-handed you get an orb. Even for, as long as it's an arc melee, it doesn't actually matter if it's not the shoulder charge. So we're going to start off with Thunder Crash and also throw a grenade to jolt Prizing. Then we're going to just wail on him with the Lament. This time I went behind him, so as to not mess up his path. If you do that, he'll start pushing you around, and then you start missing the combos. He is desyncing a bit, which just always happens with the Lament, but unless you're on 30 frames, of course. Almost die here terribly, but fortunately I was amplified, so I can move faster than he can turn. Gonna wait here for my health. Gonna take out a drag to activate Bolt Shot, and then make short work with that Vandal. Got some heavy. And as you can see, this is a very clean 3-phase, which is very nice. Jolt plus the Thunder Crash damage just pushes it over the edge. I'm gonna check on the Scorch Cannon so it doesn't despawn. Then gonna shoot across, but then I realised I'd missed an acolyte, so I'm just gonna get him as well. And yeah, you can uncharge melee and shoulder charge while you're holding the Scorch Cannon and it won't drop. So gonna Thunder Crash here, get most of the things, because luckily they all sort of bunched up at the front. The sort of, what was it, the origin trait of the fusion rifle coming in handy there with that light means that I was able to two-shot it instead of three. So you're going to do the same thing, barricade, and all the thralls will be blinded. And then you're going to do the same thing for damage. Now we've done well over 2/3, which is very nice to see. I don't think a two-phase is possible. It might be if we use 3 surge mods instead of 2, the stacks and stacks. Take out all those guys really easily. Now I almost died here because I was stupid and tried to punch everything. But Blinding Aid really helps out there. I keep realizing I really should use my blinding grenades more, but I don't know. So, final time. Activate knockout, then we can start getting orbs from every punch. Very nice. Wait a second for the damage to start. There we go. See, I predicted desync here. Watch that, yeah. And then we're done. Now onto the spare section. And take the route most trodden, for me at least. Getting a bit of lag, which is a bit annoying, but I can power through it. do a terrible flip here, which means I have to get on those barrel. I know I've lost a lot of time, so I'm going to have to get to the left this time because there is a button in the left eye, well, right eye, but then almost lose it. Get there in 2 seconds. Bit close, but you know, still made it. So now we're onto the Fallen Shield. It's pretty simple. As always, just need 20 engrams to kill 4 servitors to get the shield down. Gonna get the Scorch Cannon here. Gonna look out. I can't see it anywhere, which means it's on the very far side, and the fastest way to get it there is by rotating the cannon to the left. And I'm going to start out with a Thunder Crash. Try to get as many enemies as possible. Then I can just start punching everything, as long as I have knockout going. I'm going to use the Lament a bit just for the Scorch Cannon. I'm going to leave it, so it doesn't despawn. Almost got 20. Probably already had the possible 1 or 2, but just in case I hadn't. Gonna get Volt Shot, so I can 2-shot the Servitor. Then clear out some more guys. Then gonna push it on and we get stuck. It's a bit annoying, but just gonna use the sword to sort of get it out of there. Then gonna launch it off, and we're gonna look for the next one. Can't see it anywhere, so it's probably to my left because of that big tarp, so I'm just going to go there. Going to use Lament and Catapult Jump to clear this gap. And there it is. So these ones all decided to line up for me, so Volt Shot on the Fusion, very nice because it can apply Jolt to multiple targets. dying here a bit, so I'm gonna get a melee. I'm gonna launch that off and look for the next. It's on my right. So we're just gonna go for that. Realizing I can use a barricade to protect myself. Always forget what I can do as a Titan. I accidentally get another engram, so I'm just gonna go back to the crystal. Oh, the next one is right in front of me. But I didn't see it. There it is. So I'm just going to do some sword flying. Without Lion Rampants, it's not infinitely chainable, so you do have to watch out for that. Punching everything on Titan is very satisfying, and is actually very effective, as long as they die in one punch, of course. There's an engram stuck there, which is sad. I'm gonna throw a grenade as well, because I keep forgetting I have that, to clear out a lot of ads as well. And accidentally shoot my barricade twice. And then push it on. Just gonna get rid of the engram. And then we're done. Now onto the Avarok fight. This is a lot riskier without Well of Radiance. However, it's not too bad. The one thing is that it's much easier to kill the Shank and Marauder because you get your Thunder Crush every 10 engrams. So we're gonna wait here. Gonna throw out a grenade and Thunder Crash to get most of the health of those guys out. Then we're gonna wait for the Scorch Vandal. Looking for him, he's on the other side, so I'm gonna go for that. Almost killed that guy, but I'm not gonna risk killing him now because the Shank is still alive. And then I lose him. There he is. I blind him so he still stays still. And we're just gonna get 10 engrams now. As well as clear out some of these dregs. Then gonna hit the Shank straight on. If you hit the Shank straight on, the Shank will be in finisher range, which is wonderful for taking that out. You really should put your barricade up in situations like this. I'm now looking for the Marauder, but I just cannot find him. Sometimes he likes to jump down towards the sort of back area behind me now. But I really can't find him, so I just don't bother with him. Now I'm going to stack up on all the other engrams. I think I get 40 here because I assume that I can just get the last 10 from the Marauder. I'm also getting melee kills periodically to get armor charge stacks. So now I've got 40, I'm going to go in the middle whilst looking for the order. I still can't find him, so I'm just going to say fuck it and get the other 10. Now I'm going to try to get some armor charge stacks again. I'm going to do the same thing as before, which is I'm going to get down to about 2 engrams left, and then I'm going to go get a melee kill to refill my armor charge timer. So now into the damage phase. Throw a grenade first, then Thunder Crash, and just wear them on him with the Lament. The jolt damage is not insignificant, actually. I think it's about... okay, well it's not great actually, it's about 5,000, but you know, it all adds up. As you can see, that's a lot of damage. Once again, not sure if the 2-phase is possible, but I'm not ruling it out, it could very well be. Just gonna kill some stuff for some ammo. Whilst also waiting for the score to found it. So we're gonna get 10 again. So we can then Thunder Crash the Shank. Then we're gonna get 10 more to Thunder Crash the Marauder. And then we're gonna get the 10 from that Marauder and then get another 30 afterwards. As you can see, brought him into finisher range with one aftershock. Deposit them, use my barricade. Watching for the Marauder. Once again, still can't find him. Maybe I'm blind. Still looking for him. I see his sort of slow tracking bullets. I know it's him because he's the only guy in here with that gun. So I'm gonna terribly miss the Thunder Crash, throw a grenade, and then just use the Lament for the rest. Try to get away from the crystals so I can get all 10 at once without depositing any, so I can get my abilities back. Of course, I don't particularly need that because I'm just going to be getting more anyway. So on to getting the next 30. I'm just going to switch between these two things. And there we go, all 30, but I did realise I don't have any armor charge stacks. Which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm just going to try to find something on my radar. See one fallen, get 2 stacks with that. Hopefully there's more. We can see something on my left. So I'm just going to go for it. And then start damaging him. That was a decent guy because I pushed him. And then one more phase, and then we're easily in the clear. So now I'm really low on ammo, so I'm just gonna try to kill everything I see. First, I'm going to try to kill the Shank and the vet, Marauder. So I'm gonna go for the head on, miss it, but manage to recover it. There's the order. I'm gonna throw a grenade at him. Just to try him in for the Thunder Crash kill. I've lost him again. There he is. I thought he'd die from that, but he is surprisingly tanky, as well as the fact that I can't finish him. I'm gonna try to get the engrams before they fall in the water. Unfortunately, I did lose some stacks from the crystal, so I'm not going to get my abilities back. But it doesn't matter at all. I realise I have blinding nades, so I'm just going to use that a bit. I'm also, once again, looking for ammo before I start getting with these engrams. Because once I got the engrams, I kind of just have to deposit them. There's one, finally. I'm going to get 2 for safety. There we go. Now I just need another Scorch Cannon. So I'm going to look for him. There he is. I think that's where he always spawns. Well, from the hole right there. Thought he jumped off for a second, but he's fine. Well, he's dead, but yeah, you know. Now I'm just going to get the last 30. Get some melee kills for Snarling charge stacks. I've got an orb there, so I'm just going to leave him until I deposit. No, I'm not. I lied. Now I don't particularly care about charge stacks because he's so weak, so I'm just gonna deposit them all at once and then continue to damage him. And then we're done. Hope you found this helpful, hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to see me do more dungeons and other classes, I would like to know, and you can let me know by telling me in the comment section. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.